Sure, I got everything set up here. Hey there, health heroes. If you are here, I hope you are ready for some help. Y'all know that here at Superfood Parents, on this show, we give you the tips and tools. So today, if you're taking Wegovy or Ozempic, you know somebody that's doing that, find out what they're eating. What you'll find is that a lot of them are already eating these whole foods that we're going to be cooking today. You know, a lot of the weight loss is only temporary, meaning that it'll last about 68 weeks at $1,200 a week or a month. I can't remember the price. If that's 1,200 a month, let's just say that's 12 times 12, 144,000 per year. If it's 1,200 a week, we're not going to even touch that number. The point is, I know someone on one of these drugs, and yes, the cost is phenomenal, even with the discounts. Also, guess what? The food that we have here today, not only did I get a lot of it for free, not 1,200, but this food will keep the weight loss off. You can eat as much of this food. Yes, potatoes. That's why I put this to the forefront. So today, y'all, we are cooking a potato dish. That means if you're in here in the comments today, thank you for being here live. So of course, y'all know what to do. Gail at Night is our favorite moderator. She's telling you, please click the like button, right? Because some of you are eating potatoes, some of you are shying away from potatoes. Gail at Night eats potatoes. She eats yams, not like sweet potatoes. Those aren't yams. I'm talking about cassavas. Y'all eat all the whole foods, okay? So let's just say the lioness of videography. Hey there, Sec, the lioness of videography. So good to see you here. We're going to be cooking something today that you can be proud to feed your daughter, okay? So that means that for Tati out there in Romania, Tati, you and your son, you and your family, eat as many of these foods as you like. And we're going to combine some of these free foods today to show you some Wegovy and Ozempic foods that means that you will be able to eat these on if you're taking these drugs. So if you're on Wegovy or Ozempic, you can eat these foods. People are already eating them. I've done the research, and I'll show you some of those things today, because of course we always want to know what the doctors say. Yes, I'm Chef LaQuita Marie. I'm a nurse of 30 years. I have a lot of respiratory patients on ventilators and trachs. And over the years, I've also worked in the OR, doctor's offices, and all of those good things. However, what we're doing right now is focusing on, well, what did the doctor say? So I'll show you some of my research. So that way with these Ozempic and Wegovy foods, you'll feel really comfortable with saying, okay, I think I can dig it. All right. So let's get cooking. You know, I have a food sponsor now, Skyline 21. I just released a video today. These are not eggs, y'all. These are onions. So if you look at these cute little onions, we went to the food bank on Friday. Man, it was phenomenal. For those of you that may or may not have seen the live show, I did go live there at the food bank, and I did say, what can we get? Like, what is this place like? They gave us as much as we wanted. They weighed the food, and that is how they didn't even say, because we're weighing the food, we're going to give you a smaller amount. So we got all these onions. Like, it was 2 50-pound bags of onions, but they were tiny. So I'm going to use 3 onions today. So that means I'm just going to chop off the ends. I'm going to chop them up a little bit. And with these potatoes, though, I actually don't need these onions first. So I'm just chopping them because I'm so used to chopping the onions first, and the garlic. And guess who does not have garlic? Because with all the influx of free food, I was like, oh, shoot. I don't have to go to the grocery store, right? Of course, my coffee, my Roll Java coffee right here behind me, rolljava.com. That's one of our coffee businesses. I got my coffee on deck. So I almost always send the kids for almond milk or soy milk. So that way I have creamer for the coffee or milk for the oatmeal. But I did not get garlic. So that being said, no problems. We're going to definitely start this potato dish off with something creamy. You know, people who are limiting themselves, they want flavor, they want that satisfaction, they want that satiety, that fullness. The way we're going to get that satisfaction and the fullness is with one of our favorite tools. Not only are we using our Cutco knife today, it's the only knife I own. I have 2 of them because I lost one of them one time, but we are also going to use our immersion blender. So y'all know this Braun, this is also a 20-year item. These last about 20 years. So I have a whole kit in my Amazon store, which means you'll get this part. Now these are 2 different colors because this is the original part that was from the original set. Okay. This black one is the newer one because I melted the cord on a pot. It was like leaning against the pot. That's the only reason it stopped working. The motor never gave out. So, that being said, we are going to use that immersion blender so that once we start with our uh, cabbage and carrots, because this was some of the free food we got, y'all. We got, they had 250-pound bags of carrots, 250-pound bags of onions, I guess 250-pound bags of cabbage. There was green and purple cabbage. I'm cooking purple cabbage tomorrow with the football foods that we'll be making, sliders and dip and stuff like that. So I'm going to cook down the carrots, the cabbage, and here's what's going to make it also smoothie. Lentils, yes. In this 30 minutes, y'all, all of that is going to cook down, and the lentils cook in about 15 minutes. So all we have to do is put these onions, let me see. I'm going to grab my bag here. Let's get into the point of Wegovy and Ozempic, right? I've told you all what I'm cooking. So the satisfaction and the creaminess will come from me pureeing those lentils, the cabbage, and the carrots. Just a moment. Let me make sure this is all the way down. Boom. There we go. Our food camera, y'all, I could hear it. I don't know what was going on. I hope you all didn't hear any feedback. Let me know if you did. So I've got my trash bag for all of my food scraps. So let's put that there. I'll go ahead and start chopping up some of my cabbage since that's going to cook down with my carrots. I'll get those peeled and skinned because I just use a vegetable peeler. You know, I cut off the ends. I use a vegetable peeler. So I have to find that on my cart. Let me see what's going on with this cart. Here it is right there. All right. So let's hear from the doctors because you all are in here chatting it up. I appreciate that. Also, if you have not already put in hashtag health heroes, so you all are saying hello to everyone, make sure you also put in health heroes. If you have not done so, even on the replay, if you have not done that, put in hashtag health heroes. That way we can see which health hero you are. So let's get right into it though. Let's see what the doctors say. Now, this particular doctor is Dr. Lord, I forget his name. Let me just look at the screen when I get him in here, right? Because I watch his channel a lot. It's a health show. Like his channel is an official health show, Dr. Ken Berry, MD. He's a medical doctor. And I say MD, medical doctor, because, you know, PhD means you've got your doctorate of philosophy, like you studied a lot of books and you know something about something, but not necessarily medicine. So here we go. Luckily, he has all of his timestamps. So I'm just going to show you all the introduction, who makes Wegovy, what is the dosage, the obesity rate in the US. So I'm going to skip right to where I am here. Also, if I hover, I can see here the results of the Wegovy study. He's already done the chapters, so you don't even have to go down there. You can simply look on the screen and you can see, you know, where the content is. Oh, thank you so much, y'all, for putting in hashtag health heroes. Tati, the Linus of videography. I appreciate that. And of course, y'all know what to do. Head on to the website if you have not already. Make sure you check out those links that Gail is dropping because superfoodparents.com is getting a makeover, but right now it's still the old site with lots of resources. So getting back to what the doctors say, let's just hear from him while I skin these carrots. So this way, if you're not familiar with these weight loss drugs, these are supposedly weight loss drugs. Like Ozempic is one that was originally for diabetics. And then Wegovy, because they realized that Ozempic was helping people to just drop the weight, they started this other one, Manjaro or Wegovy. And so there's a couple of different ones. Semaglutide is also another one. Hey there, we got one of our favorite Nigerians in the house, Share with Love TV. So glad to have you here. I hope you click the like button, Share with Love, because Gail at Night is telling us what to do with that. So if you're not familiar with these weight loss drugs, Share with Love TV might not be because she works out. She eats a lot of fruits and vegetables. She eats a lot of other things, but she eats a lot of fruits and vegetables that she's feeding her family. So this is where this particular doctor, Ken Berry, is going to let us know what's going on with this drug. And let's hear a little bit about this so that we can see, is this permanent weight loss? Is this temporary weight loss? What exactly is going on? So I'll stop talking. I'll go ahead and chop my carrots and my cabbage and you all listen up.
of this 68-week trial in 1,961 individuals. In this graph, you can see the golden line with squares is the semaglutide group, and the gray line with triangles is the placebo group. And you can see over the course of 68 weeks, which is the bottom axis, you can see there was a substantial percentage of weight loss, that's the left-hand side axis, between the semaglutide group and the placebo group. The semaglutide group lost significantly more weight, 15, 16, 17% of their body weight from the start of the trial until the end of the trial, which, just looking at it in this graph, looks pretty amazing. Wegovy is going to be advertised like crazy everywhere, right? Because they're going to make billions of dollars. And so, they're going to spend millions of dollars advertising Wegovy to everyone who either has a BMI above 30 or has a BMI above 27 and has one or more risk factors or complications of being obese.
Okay, so I just wanted to interject here. Those different words you're using, that's why I was trying to use Ozempic, Mounjaro, Wegovy, and semaglutide. Some of those are the popular names, like the trade names. Some of them are the scientific names. The same way you have Tylenol is the same as acetaminophen. Ibuprofen is the same as Motrin. So he's using all the different words, but what he's saying is that these different weight loss drugs of Mounjaro, or in this case, semaglutide, because semaglutide is another word for Wegovy. So let's keep going.
My first worry or problem with this study comes, if you look at the last 8 weeks of this study between week 60 and 68 over on the right-hand side, you can see that the semaglutide group actually gained a little weight. And I think what we're going to find in the real world is that Wegovy does cause some initial weight loss, no doubt about it. But it's not going to be permanent. It's not going to be something that you're going to take for the rest of your life and stay skinny, as much as Novo Nordisk would love for you to believe that. And that's exactly what they're going to be implying in their advertisements. But I don't think that's what we're going to see just in daily practice between doctors and patients and their interactions. My second problem with this comes from.
Okay, so I just wanted to add that, just wanted to reiterate, that's what I was saying earlier about these weight loss drugs are not forever. So they did them on a trial of 68 weeks, which is just a little bit over a year, because there's 52 weeks in a year. Unless you're in Ethiopia, they have their real calendar. But anyways, I think they might even still have 52 weeks. They just have 13 months, all 28 days each. Okay, let's get back to this. So basically what he's saying is that what he's not saying is, and what I am saying is that when you eat this food, you can continue to lose weight if you gain and lose. If you're a person that you eat and you lose, get on over here to the Whole Foods, y'all. This is the solution. This is the answer. So even if you are on these weight loss drugs, get onto the Whole Foods, because this is what's going to make the difference in the long run when you get off of Wegovy and Ozempic. All right, back to what the doctors say.
While we might think we're seeing this significant weight loss in this study, but what we're going to actually see in real practice is probably different. I think the average person walking the street thinks that, well, okay, so a big pharma corporation, they think they've come up with a blockbuster drug. Probably the best way to do the science would be to hand that over to an independent third-party university research firm who has no dog in the race, right? And let them do the 68-week trial and see what they find. And indeed, that would be the purest way to do this. But the way the U.S. system is currently set up, that's not how it happens. So what you need to understand is this study was 100% funded by Novo Nordisk, the manufacturer, who stands to reap billions and billions of dollars. Every single researcher whom I've listed here, from the lead researcher, Dr. Wilding, all the way down to Dr. Kushner, is on the payroll of Novo Nordisk in some capacity. Some people are.
All right, y'all, we are not going to get into the weeds of who's making all the money, because as David Hunt is good, I'm glad to hear you feeling better, David Hunt. As David Hunt knows, he's up there in Massachusetts, right? Up in the cold states. He's making some money, but he's not that concerned about who's making the money. So does she, stole my thunder. She's in the colder places up in Canada. She knows that, look, somebody's making money, even with the way their medical system is set up. Even if somebody's not making money with the medicine, somebody's making money somewhere, right? So we won't get into the weeds of that. What we do want to talk about is the Wegovy and the Ozempic foods. So we're glad to have you here. She stole my thunder. Of course, David Hunt, we're glad to have you here. And oh, that's Gail at Night. He's telling Gail at Night that he feels better now. So that means David Hunt has not only clicked the like button now that he's feeling better, but that means hopefully he's put in hashtag Health Heroes. Share with Love TV. We know that she has to put it in because she was greeting us. But let me know what y'all are thinking about this Wegovy and the Ozempic. Do you know anyone on these diabetes and weight loss drugs? Because again, Ozempic originally was a diabetic drug to manage diabetes. It was to bring people's insulin resistance down, their A1C, and all of those good things. Do you know people on these drugs? What are they looking like? How are they living? Also, what are they eating? Because a lot of times, look, Share with Love TV sees it. It's all about the money, right? And that's part of the issue. We have to take care of ourselves, and we have to know, okay, what can I do in these situations? I'm taking the medicine now, but if that changes, if I can no longer afford it, or if I just have to get off of it, what, Lord knows, I done dropped something, y'all. What do I do? So let me see what you all are saying. Now I'm chopping up this cabbage so that way the sulforaphanes can come out, and we'll let it sit a bit. And let's see what She Stole My Thunder is saying. Again, she's in Canada saying, yeah, in most places they try to test things several times to make sure the results are legit. But you're right, people make money one way or another. Exactly. And thank you, David Hunt, for putting in hashtag health heroes. All right. And look, see, somebody is sending germs across the across the state lines, across country lines. She Stole My Thunder is asking David Hunt, hey, did you send me some of those germs from Massachusetts? Look, if y'all aren't feeling well, you know what I say. Unfortunately, it's all roads lead to Whole Foods, okay? Because why is America so obese? Why are all these other countries that are adopting the Western style of eating so obese? Has anyone ever said it's from the cabbage? Y'all let me know. Has anyone said it's from the cabbage? I don't think so. Has anyone ever said it's from the carrots? Probably not. I still haven't heard anybody say it's from the potatoes. Remember, I got all of these foods from the food bank, and I haven't heard anyone say I gained all my weight from the onions. Now, yes, if they are eating potatoes that are fried, that are in butter, then okay, they might have gained weight from their potatoes. But it was not the potatoes, it's what they were adding to the potatoes that was messing them up. So let's see what you all are saying here in the chat, and then we'll also get into, you know what, I ought to add some okra in this. That's what we need to do. We need to get into some okra because that would also make this creamy. Y'all see, David Hunt is bringing in something that we did not mention, okay? So I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to also figure out what happened with our food camera. So I'll set that back up, AKA the cell phone. David Hunt is saying, so She Stole My Thunder, no, my one question is, do you like okra? The answer will determine my response to your sickness. Let me tell y'all something. The food that we are creating today is food that is good for everybody. It does not have okra in it. However, okra will give you a really creamy texture when you're trying to achieve that. Six Bows is back. Thank you, baby girl. I knew I could count on you. Six Bows is back. Y'all know Six Bows is back is a real one, right? So we be over there lurking and watching her channel because she's always talking about this stuff. So here we go. Let's get to, now that we have an okra lover in the house, let's get to some answers here as I hook up my food cam, because for whatever reason, it is still, it just left. The Lioness of Videography is saying, will you talk about calorie density in a future live stream? Let's do it now, right? We're here, we're now. That's the beautiful part about live, is that once you are in, people ask the questions we can answer. So let's do it. Calorie density, and I'll look it up. Calorie density is where you are going to focus on basically what we're doing today, getting in a lot of the foods that are low in calories and just eat them. Eat as many as you want, right? Let's see if the food cam is working now. It is. So in the food, I'm just going to show you all this and explain calorie density with this picture, and I'm going to look it up, okay? Because in this pan right here, we have about 2 carrots and we have about 1.5 cups of cabbage. Notice I have this big cabbage that was given to me for free, not for $1,200, right? And y'all see those little black spots here and there? Actually, that's the core. That's the bottom where they harvested it. So that's not even a problem. Sometimes I do take off a few of the outer skins and then I go to chopping. but I keep the same cabbage for about a week or two, because remember, these foods last a long time. So let's talk about the calorie density here. And the way I'll do this is I'm going to do a live search where I'm just going to go to Google and I'm going to say, explain. I should go to Chat GPT, but I'll just put explain calorie density. You know what? Here it is. What is calorie density? Let's start there. A measure of the calorie content of food relative to its weight or volume. It's also called energy density. So I'm going to put in calorie density of cabbage, and I'm just going to see what people say, okay? And this way you all can understand exactly what Sec Amethyst, the lioness of videography, is asking, okay? Because look, 6 bowls is back. You're like, my husband's grandmother used to love the cores of cabbage too. She said they were sweet. And depending on the cabbage, sometimes they are sweet. And I've gotten into it a little bit. So yeah, because y'all know I love my faves, fruits and vegetables, every spread. So let's get back to what Sec Amethyst is asking, excuse me, the lioness of videography. She's asking about, calorie density. So this is one reason why, this is one thing I never get into and I never talk about, but it makes sense, right? While we're talking about this, by the way, I'm going to put a splash of water in here and turn this pan on so that way this is going. Hold up. Is this plugged up? Let's make sure we did not unplug something we were supposed to unplug. So according to the USDA National Nutrient Database, a half cup of shredded cabbage, now y'all know I put in about 2 cups, contains 17 calories, right? Because a lot of people are into calories, only because we're talking about calorie density. So now let's go to, if you all are eating cabbage and sausage, because those two are foods that I used to eat all the time, okay? Now, 268 calories in pork sausage, right? That's a big difference. What was the cabbage? Do y'all remember? Because the number was so low, it definitely was not 268. My point is that you can eat a lot more cabbage, especially in the way that I am cooking it, than you can sausage. The point is, eat a lot more calorie density foods. This way you fill up. And I'm going to put in potatoes because potatoes have a high satisfaction rate, okay? So I'm going to put in potatoes so that you all can understand why I typically will cook with a lot of fruits and vegetables and add a large volume of those. Look, 110 calories for a 5.3 ounce serving of potatoes. All right. So this is where calorie density does make a difference. That's just the way it is. So look, 6 bowls is back, says cabbage is one more, say cabbage one more time, and I'm cooking cabbage for dinner today. Well, thanks to your comment, I said it twice, 6 bowls is back. Now, what I hardly ever do though, I hardly ever just cook cabbage by itself. And that's what I like to show people. You just don't have to eat these foods by themselves. So maybe this is a way that you can cook cabbage today for you and the girls. So I'm going to also add lentils because I'm cooking these red lentils. 100 grams of cooked lentils. I don't even know how many is in 100 grams. We got to do that. Is only 116 calories. So let's look up 100 grams to ounces. That's better because I can understand ounces here in the US. That's what we use. 3.5 ounces. So y'all see that, right? 3.5 ounces of lentils will give us 116 calories. And I think I'm going to put in about 3.5 ounces for the whole entire situation. So that being said, y'all put in hashtag Health Heroes because very soon we are going to be getting this cabbage and carrots cooked up. And what I need for you all to do is get ready for our Faves Hero giveaway. Remember, we do have a book that's on our website. So that means if you want the book, it is free to download. But this book is not the one that you are going to get for free. You can download this one for free right now. If you win the Faves 100 giveaway, then you are going to win the recipe book. All right. So as you see right now, this is just a 30-page ebook. It has a shopping list in it. It definitely has instructions on how to be a Faves 100 hero. So we're going to give you that video right now. And the other thing that it has is what else? Meal planner, so you can track your meals for the week as well. So you all put in hashtag health heroes. And yeah, child, we got you with the new recipes. Six Bows is back. Thank you so much, Linus of Videography, for reminding people, along with Gail at Night, to click the like button. That definitely helps us. So put in hashtag health heroes. That way we can do our Faves Hero giveaway. If you're trying to figure out which health hero you are, I'm going to show you right here and right now. So that way you understand why am I doing this? Okay, here we go.
Which parent are you? In the bustling city of Nutriville, a group of extraordinary individuals has emerged, known far and wide as the Superfood Parents. They are on a mission to transform their families' lives through the power of nutrition, one delicious bite at a time. Meet Chef LaQuita Marie, the culinary mastermind behind the Superfood Parents Playbook. With boundless enthusiasm, she welcomes you to embark on a thrilling journey to becoming a true superfood hero. But what exactly does that mean? In Nutriville, superfood parents are everyday heroes. These superfood parents lead the charge for better health, but not with capes. They lead with carrots, and whole food fats like avocados. And instead of masks, they lead with mangoes and berries. Fruits and vegetables are the disease-destroying arsenal of heroes. Are you a disease-destroyer superhero for your loved ones? Fruits and veggies fuel the mission of heroes like Veggie Vixen. Are you a Veggie Vixen for your loved ones? Dedicated to ensuring their loved ones thrive on a diet rich in faves, fruits and vegetables. Here's your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to guide your family to superhero status by reaching the highest levels of health and wellness daily. Become a plant-powered titan, a superfood avenger, or even a Faves crusader by earning 5 points for every fruit or vegetable eaten. It's a fun-filled quest where nutrition meets excitement. All of the digital details are at superfoodparents.com for the full experience. Superfood Parents has also created workbooks, where you'll discover the tools you need for success. These workbooks give you the heroic strategies to craft your grocery list like a seasoned hero. Which means you now have a playbook to even track your weekly meals like a true champion. And engage in mind-bending nutritional education with word searches that will keep your family entertained and informed. So, are you ready to join the ranks of the Superfood Parents? Are you prepared to unleash the power of faves and make every meal a heroic endeavor? If so, flip the page of a Superfood Playbook and let's begin your journey to becoming the ultimate superfood hero.
All right, y'all. I just was chopping up the onions, getting those going. And thank you for reminding everybody, Gail at Night, where to get that info. Scrolling at the bottom of the screen, superfoodparents.com. You go there, and that is where you find the ebook. So thank you so much, Linus of Videography. I hope that answer helped, not just you, but everyone watching. I really appreciate your questions when we are live, because it does make a difference. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So let me show you all what's in the pot, because I'm going to add, just for David Hunt, some okra. I was supposed to go grab the okra while that video was playing, but I want to show you this right now, so that way you can see what's happening in this pot. All right, so I did put a splash of water, so that way the water does kind of, it doesn't quite cover. As you see, it's just down there at the bottom, right? There's enough water so that as these wilt, that will go down. Well, this is where the lentils come in. These red lentils, I've got a whole jar here. Hey there, DJ is here. I think it's time to put music on. So I'm going to put in about a cup of lentils. Remember, I looked those up. I don't know if that's 5.3 ounces. Maybe it's 8 ounces. But if it's 8 ounces, that's going to be about 200 calories for the full dish. Remember, if we were doing pork and sausage, that would be 268 calories just for the sausage. So this is where, if you are adding sausage, then you might want to look at, okay, let me throw it in there, but let me balance this thing so I have at least as much or more calories coming in from the other foods, because not only will it make the dish go a lot further, it's going to really expand the dish, but you'll still have the flavor of your sausage. Now, I still do eat sausage. I just use non-dairy sausages. And so here we go. We've got our lentils in here. We've got our cabbage, and we've got our carrots. Now, these foods, I picked these because they're orange and white. So they're going to give us a creamy, cheesy look. Okay. So that's part of the reason why I chose these. And I can also, let's see, now that we've got DJ Is in here, y'all just know that we are going to play some DJ Is beats. All right. So let me pull in something good. This one, now he has titles to his beats. I bought them from his Buy Me a Coffee page, and I added some of my own titles. Like this one, he called it Computer Love, but I put on there Auto Smile because every time I play this rhythm, it just automatically makes me smile. So let me know if y'all can hear that or not. And meanwhile, let's get back to our Faves Hero giveaway. If you have not put in hashtag Health Heroes, go ahead and put that in. These lentils, along with the along with the cabbage and the carrots, is going to cook for about 10 minutes, 12 minutes, and we'll say 15 max because it's already been in there 2 minutes. So 15 minutes, and it'll be soft enough for us to puree with our immersion blender. And then from there, the only thing we do is we slice up some potatoes and onions, and we let them sit in there to soften. That's the dish. That's it. It's sort of like scalloped potatoes. Okay, that's the best way I can describe it. My kids like it, and they love it when they see this. And I do have a couple of processed things. Like I have a broth. It's a no Better Than Bouillon brand. I do like their chicken broth, this is the no chicken broth. So it has a chickeny flavor, but it's vegetarian. It's no chicken base. And when you look at the ingredients, there are no animal products because I don't eat animal products other than honey. And then I do have some Follow Your Heart Parmesan. I'm just going to top the dish with this Parmesan because when you top it with this Parmesan, it has a really good flavor. Okay. And then a little bit of this on top as well. Now I buy about 1 bag a month of this little bag of shredded cheese, and I just will sprinkle a little as I need it because I really don't need a lot the way this stretches and as far as it goes. So that's my processed bin for today because I try to get in as many whole foods as possible. So now let's see what the Lioness of Videography is saying. Adding groceries to my cart now from the ebook. Oh, wonderful. I'm so glad you got it, y'all. This is beautiful because I always want to hope that whatever we're putting out there is useful. And I was talking to bankers yesterday, and yes, it's always good to have social proof. So all of these comments, they do make a difference. These are the things when I go into the bank for funding, either for a line of credit or to find out what products they have for my business right now, then boom, I can show them social proof. This is working. People are picking up what we're putting down. And that also helps with sponsors because I told you all, one of the goals for this book series is not just to sell it to you one-on-one. That's why I'm giving it to you right now as an ebook for, the smaller version. The only difference in the smaller version and the full version, it just has less pages of notes, and that's about it. You have everything that's in the full book for a fee. The full book for a fee, the goal is to have that book sponsored by corporations and other philanthropists so that they can get this book into schools, into businesses, so that every third grader can have this. I forgot to give y'all the scoop, but I did have, let's get to the scoop. Okay, while you all are putting in hashtag Health Heroes, we're about to do that giveaway. Let's give you a quick scoop on some of the updates because as you know, there are always updates. So let me find my superfood scoop. Here's the news, y'all, real quick. Number one, I had a conversation with a school teacher, and this school teacher, when I was showing her the copy of the book and we were discussing resources like Canva, she said, oh, I can use this book and I can get sponsorship so that this is purchased for all of my students. So that is exactly why I'm telling you all, download the ebook for free. It's at your disposal. It's right there on the website. And why not grab it, right? As you see, the Lioness of Videography is adding food based on the recipe list in the book. So that makes it super easy, right? This lady is saying, oh, I can probably get sponsorship for this. That is what we want. We want people to, get sponsorship so that instead of you all paying for it, somebody else pays for it. Let all the big corporations that have the money pay for it, okay? So hey there, Lashes Journey. I hope you have put in hashtag Health Heroes, because right now I'm bringing it up so that you all can see it on the screen. We only have 3 names in there. We've got DJ his music is playing. Hopefully that's motivating us to put in hashtag Health Heroes. Tati C. Fatita has come in all the way from Romania. He's already put it in. So the rest of you put in hashtag Health Heroes so that I can draw. Let's see here. Woo! I just got burnt by the steam looking under the lid of this food right here. But it's cooking, it's going. And y'all put in okra if y'all think I should add some okra to this real quick. Just put it in. Just put in okra. You don't even have to put in hashtag okra. Just put in okra. We want to satisfy everybody's request. And I don't know if y'all noticed, David Hunt, he says he does not like okra, but every time you look at something that David Hunt has typed in, the word okra is involved. So, it's like, I don't know if this is a subliminal message. Even when people are talking to David, they're mentioning okra and whatnot. So look, all I'm saying is David Hunt and okra are friends. If you think we should go ahead and throw some okra in there, thank you guys for putting in hashtag Health Heroes. I see the numbers ticking up. Then go ahead and type in okra because Share with Love TV has put it in. And all the way from Jamaica, the amazing M&G is saying, hey, hello to you, my dear supportive superfood parents. How are you doing today? I'm doing great. You know why? Because I got a sweet smelling kitty. Y'all, I know that's a crazy segue, but head on over to our Amazon store. There's a kit there that will keep every part of you, men and women, smelling sweet. Okay? So look, the lioness of videography is in there laughing. Thank you, She Stole My Thunder, for putting in hashtag Health Heroes. And the amazing M&G, I appreciate the thumbs up. So back to the sweet smelling kitty. I'm not just going to glaze over it. That's a part of the scoop, y'all. So of course I have potential sponsors for my book. I'm going to put in another splash of water into this pot because the lentils, they do take up quite a bit of water. So I put in about another half a cup, and I'm going to just shake it so that the water can go around the pan, and then I'll stir it, shaken and stirred. But that's one thing. What else happened? I have a food sponsor. I don't know if you all saw my shorts video, but Skyline 21, yes, they are one of our food sponsors. Not only was I there at the food bank with them getting the food, but look, it's just happening, y'all. So many good things are happening with us being in this space. So put in hashtag Health Heroes, and I'm going to quickly show you all that video. Look, I guess I kind of need to share the screen, right? That it's not gonna, oh wait, it was on there. I'm sorry. There it is, there it is, there it is. Let me play it. All right, I'm not sure if y'all could see that so well, but I see that hashtag Health Heroes was added by Lashes Journey. So I say we go ahead and do the giveaway because y'all see the numbers have ticked up. I ran out to grab my okra. I almost always have some in the freezer. So let's just show you really quickly what that looks like when we add the okra, okay? So right now, this is steaming up. It's quite hot. I just turned it down a little bit so I can add that in. Then we'll go ahead and do the Faves 100 giveaway. So that way we can see who our health hero is. And let's just lift the lid now that the steam has gone down a little bit. And I'm going to add in about a cup of okra. Now keep in mind that this cup of okra is frozen, but this is going to also give it that creamy texture. Okay, so now that I add the okra, I'm going to add a little bit of water and I will turn it back up let me get the steam out of the way. I'm blowing the steam, y'all, so y'all can see the food. And I am going to bring the pan up a little higher so that y'all can see it. Now, this is nice because your family is not going to see this. If your child saw this, they would not want to eat it. Grown people don't want to eat this. They're like, ooh, all those vegetables. Don't worry. This is where the secret comes in. So all I'm going to do is add another splash of water so that I cover these a little bit. Because remember, we started out talking about these folks trying to lose weight and they're taking drugs. They're taking Wegovy, they're taking Ozempic. They're paying $1,200 a month. So if y'all didn't see that part of the video, go back to it, rewind a little bit. You know, in a live stream, you can rewind. So all you have to do is make sure that you keep watching this recipe, y'all, because this is going to be this is going to be crazy transformative. Let me just say that. It's not just delicious, it's crazy transformative. So I'll put my frozen okra away for now. I'll put it here with that. Okay. I also have to, I don't know why I have so much water on my table, but let me make sure all my devices are dry. And let's get into the giveaway. So let's get in and see what's happening here. See who our faves hero is today. I told you all I have sponsors coming, more sponsors coming, so that's exciting. And who is today's health hero? Tati Cipatita, She Stole My Thunder. Lioness of Videography, Tati. David Hunt, Lashes Journey. Tati, David Hunt, Lashes Journey. Gail at Night, She Stole My Thunder. David Hunt, Gail at Night. The Lioness of Videography, Gail at Night. Absolutely, yes. A deserving winner has come through and swept the win. Thank you, Gail, for always being here. We appreciate and love you. So as you all see, we got a hero today, Gail at Night. If you missed it, then just know that Gail gets the title today of, she gets the automatic title of plant-powered titan. Okay, the Superfood show has now deemed her the plant-powered titan. That means she has 80 points worth of fruits and vegetables. In this pan right now, we have carrots, cabbage, and okra. Those three vegetables, we're going to say that's 5, 10, 15 points, right? Then once we add in our potatoes and onions, that's another 5 for the potatoes, another 5 for the onions. And that is how Gail at Night, is a plant-powered titan today. Of course, everybody's congratulating Gail at Night because, she's a winner. David Hunt is congratulating her. So is Share with Love TV. And Gail at Night is also giving y'all her YouTube channel. Y'all, she's a YouTuber. This lady will break down a subject and a topic. She's a private investigator in real life. So she does a lot of that on her channel. She addresses a lot of social issues. So she deserves that congratulations from the Lioness of Videography. If you're not there, subscribe to her because her acceptance speech is yay. Thank you all. So definitely check out Gail at Night. David Hunt is also dropping her link, and y'all see she is, yes, today's plant-powered titan, plain and simple. Now don't be scared, y'all. Don't be shamefaced. You might be a superfood Avenger with 65 points for the day, right? Because you're going to try to get to 100 in a day, but it might be the start of your day. It might be the middle of your day. So even if you don't get to 65 points, at 50 points, thank you for the congratulations, Tati. Even at 50 points, you are a Faves Crusader, okay? So if you follow this recipe that I'm cooking today, you are going to get, 25 points just from fruits and vegetables, because you get 5 points per fruit and vegetable, right? So that means back to our food. Let's get back to our super chef creation here today. Gail is already there just by default. And if you saw her, you would also say, Gail is kind of stacked up, thicker than a Snickers. She's a brick house, right? So you might be able to see that she does not take Wegovy, because y'all know they say there's something called Ozempic face, where you get that drawn look. Gail looks plump in the right places, but she ain't messed up. The amazing MNG is out there in Jamaica having a great time. And, Gail at Night is reminding us to text the word faves to 757-231-3949 to get alerts and stay in the loop. 757-231-3949. When you text the word FAVES, faves, which stands for what? Fruits and vegetables, every spread. then you get the updates and you stay in the loop. And remember, our site is getting revamped, so we do have things happening with that. Let's get back to the Super Chef creation so you all can see how this dish comes together, because it comes together really quickly. I say that almost every show, but it's true. Most of the foods I cook, they only take about 30 minutes, maybe 45 if you're talking to friends and you're talking a lot and stuff like that. So our Super Chef creation today, I like to call this our kind of like a scallop potato dish. You can also call it creamed potatoes. I don't know. But hey, Gogo, we got the drama coming in. So let's get here. I've already chopped up my onions. I'm going to chop up some potatoes so that way I can show you how they go in. Now, y'all know Tati is in Romania, but yoga with Goga, his name is Goga. He does yoga, right? He is in Kenya in East Africa. So for him, he might have already gotten all of his points for the day because, it's evening time. They're like, I want to say 9 hours ahead of us, which means if it's noon here, it's 9 p.m., but they might be 7 hours. I always forget the exchange. And I don't cut my potatoes necessarily as scalloped potatoes. I just kind of do chunks, and I do it based on the age of my children. When they were smaller, I did it differently. So they're kind of like little potato wedges, honestly speaking. But that makes it quite easy for them to cook pretty quickly, and it makes it easy for people to consume. All ages like this size. My onions, I did the same thing. I made those about the same size. So all these little pieces, as they separate, we're going to have all these, you all can see those 3 little pieces. Yep. So all of them will be about the same size. So I'm just chopping up some potatoes to put in there. Okay, so Goga, I do have good news because Goga is saying he's gotten in his fruits and vegetables and all of those things. And y'all see what he's saying to David Hunt. David Hunt, fried okra notwithstanding, good evening. Because, some people are like, I can only eat fried okra. Let me show you what is in the pan. There is okra, okay? And it's about to get creamed up because we're about ready for our immersion blender, okay? This Braun blender is in my Amazon shop. So I'm going to go ahead and add in our broth. Remember, this is better than bouillon. You can use whatever seasoning salt because I probably will put in some of the adobo, by Goya, okay? But this here, I only have a little bit left. So that means I probably will add a seasoning salt as well. I'm going to put in a tablespoon. It's actually measured today. Look, Goga, I love you too. Because great minds think alike. And we gotta do our thing over here. I'm going to turn this down so that way the steam does not turn off my camera and you all can see what's cooking. Because I think the steam has already affected the camera. Let me save the camera, AKA the cell phone. Okay, let's see if our camera is going to work or what is happening. Oh my goodness. Let's see if this pan is moving on screen. I have to show y'all this okra. I cannot. Oh, it's frozen. All right, we're going to fix this because David Hunt, we're going to have to show, what's happening on David Hunt's behalf. All of this is, for David Hunt's benefit. That's all I'm going to say. It really is for David Hunt's benefit. So I'm going to take a little bit of this hot water and lentils, whatever I pick up that's hot. I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to shake this to get out the last bit of seasoning. As you see, there's a lot of broth stuck to the lid. This is how you get it out, okay? You put the lid on, you shake it up, kind of like when you're trying to get that last bit of ketchup, okay? And you're making sure that you're getting out the last, bit. You add a little bit of water. So now I'm going to throw some water in here. I'll also throw some water in here because I don't want my food to burn. Let's see if our camera is working yet. Nope, it is not. We'll fix it. Because again, all of that stuff in there is going to turn into something that our families will be able to recognize and enjoy, okay? So while you all are in here chatting it up, let's make sure we all know where to get the ebook. We've already said this, and we've already said that I'm working on sponsors to get this ebook into a lot of different programs, okay? So I'm working on my corporate sponsors. Y'all see how that's empty now? I got all of that off, and now that I threw it back in there, the jar is also clean too. So just in case you were wondering, how am I gonna get that little bit out? Don't scrape yourself to death. Do it old school style, make it work, okay? So let's do this. We're going to leave the studio and we're going to come back into the studio. Everyday foods, that's where we are. Good grief. And then I'll be able to show you all how this food is set up, okay? Right now, while we're fixing this, y'all, we're in overtime, by the way. We're supposed to be like a 30 to 40-minute show, but this is a good one, so we didn't want you to miss any of the parts. Oh, goodness. Let's get in there. I'm going to stop the camera while I get in there, turn the mic off, get in there, and you all will see the camera pop back in, okay? Or pop back in, yes. Now that the camera is in there, I just have to make sure that lift it up so that the picture is landscaped and full, and then I can turn that back on. Let's turn the camera on and let's show you what's cooking. So that way, this does not look appetizing. You know what? I know, I'm gonna be honest, this does not look appetizing to most people. Now, I'm greedy, so it looks appetizing to me. Lord, y'all saw the phone about to fall in the food. Come here, sweet baby Jesus. Okay, wait, there we go. Let me get it on there, boom. This does not look appetizing because it does have the thingy in it, right? What is the thingy? This is the thingy. This right here, this delicious food. This now keep in mind that okra does what for us, right? Okra gives us that slime that takes away cholesterol. So this way, if you're on Ozempic, why are you on the weight loss food anyway? Is your cholesterol up? Is your blood pressure up? Well, guess what will bring it down? Okay, I just tasted a little bit of that, y'all, and it's delicious. But it's not, you know, for everybody. Some people it looks sumptuous, like Goga is saying, it looks sumptuous to me. I ain't got no problems with it. Watch how this transforms. It already looks good, okay? So I know, right? Is this feeling like last week? Is this that week for you, David? What's going on? Okay. So here we go. Problem solved. Look at that, David Hunt. Boom. Okay, this looks way better. Let me get the thingies out. The thingies are invisible. Okay. All right, in real time, y'all see this, right? It is cheating, and guess what? Cheating is the way of life. You live in the United States. You know about cheating, David Hunt. This is the way of the world, okay? So now, let's look at this. Look at how this has changed, okay? Which means all we do now is add a little bit of water. The flavor is amazing. Wow. Those lentils, the lentils are the reason why it tastes like that, okay? So let me just say that. Throw in the potatoes. I only have one potato chopped, so I will just keep adding potatoes here. And I'll go ahead and throw in my onions. Y'all remember these little tiny baby onions, they were free. So were these potatoes, so was the carrots, so was the cabbage from the food bank. So the only thing that I purchased and that was a few weeks ago, was that frozen okra, and it wasn't even going in here, but thanks to David Hunt, it is now in here. So while this cooks up, and let me show y'all the seasonings. These are the finishing touches. This is my favorite, the Goya adobo. Hold on, what in the world? The camera is going places. Let's do this. Here we go. The Goya adobo. I'm gonna put that in there. And I will also add in this one, the Sazon Complete by Badia. It's pretty amazing. And with the combination of those two, I think I need a new, that's about a teaspoon of that. I think I need a new tripod or adapter or something. This bad boy is falling down. And then I'll put in about a teaspoon of this one. And more water to thin it out, because as you see, it's already bubbling. And that way, that extra water, I put in about a cup of water. That is going to help this situation so that it all comes together. And I'm going to add the rest of the potatoes. I have about 5 more potatoes to add. And remember, at the very end, I'm topping this with cheese, okay? So let me just shake this off and put it down. And we're going to finish up today with just some more information. So that way, if you all are like, Quita is crazy, what's going on with her? Just know that it's not me, okay? It's the coffee on my behalf, all right? Let's just blame it on the coffee. That's what's making me crazy, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you all on our website how to get to, thank you so much. The amazing MNG is saying so very delicious. Right. You know something about this food, right? You are a fan. So I'm going to turn the food back up. I'm going to put the lid on and I'll show you all what we're going to do. All we're going to do is come over here to the home tab, and under home, if you're on with Ozempic or Wegovy, send somebody here, y'all. Lose belly fat. There's a game here. This particular recipe is for potatoes, twice baked potatoes, okay? So that means that when you're watching this particular video, it's showing you some of the same foods, onions, carrots,
tasty twice baked potatoes.
Celery. I'm gonna go ahead and put these potatoes, okay? So we do have that video there on this Fix Weight Loss, Fix Lose Belly Fat page. But when you scroll down, we also have some cheat sheets. Watch these videos to find answers to the game, like the confusion about carbs, because a lot of people are scared of these potatoes. Acid in your diet, why it matters for your health. We have 2 different timestamps for you to go to. But let's get down to here. Foods to help belly fat, right? We want to lose the belly fat. So which of these following foods are whole foods that can help with weight loss? Now, remember, these are games that you yourself can play. You can send your children to these games to play. And y'all give me the answers. Which whole foods, right? Baked potatoes, walnuts, canned fruits, dill pickles, sliced fruit, or whole wheat bread? What's the answer here as I chop up these potatoes and continue to add them to our pan? Because, potatoes get soft in about 8 or 9 minutes. Like, they don't even take very long. So that's another reason why you can cook this dish with hungry kids. Okay, David says E, F, and C. So let's see if David Hunt is right since he answered first. I'm going to choose E, F, which is whole wheat bread, and C. Baked potatoes is a whole food, David. So this is the tricky part. They wanted to know which whole foods. Good answers, though. All right. Which of the following whole foods are the best sandwich side orders to make sure you get your faves? Let's see what some of the answers are. I'll read them. We have applesauce, pickles, sliced apples, sliced cucumbers, raisins, and grapes. Which whole foods are the best? So like if you're ordering a sandwich, basically they're saying, which of these could you get, as side dishes that would still be whole foods? Applesauce, pickles, sliced apples, raisins, grapes, sliced cucumbers. You all tell me, what are your answers? Let's see. Okay. David Hunt says B, D, and F. So since he's giving all the answers, let's go with David. What David is saying. He says sliced apples, sliced cucumbers, and grapes. Y'all are getting it? That's the whole point of this show, y'all. This is how you become a superhero for your family. And of course, when I created these games, I was creating these with the research in mind. So let's see what the next question is. And we've got one more question after this that we'll do. According to Dr. Michael Greger, you can eat more food and still lose weight by eating which high fiber, low calorie whole foods? Is it oranges? That's A. B is Jello. C is soy yogurt. D is pears. E is rice cakes. And F is plums. So according to Dr. Michael Greger, Dr. Michael Greger has the website nutritionfacts.org. When you go to nutritionfacts.org, that is where you see all these different 2-minute videos on all the different topics, not just the fruits and vegetables. You can also look up things on eggs and chicken and fish. He has done a lot of different research so you can get the answers very quickly. So like Second Amethyst, the lioness of videography, earlier she asked about low calorie density foods, and the answer would also probably be on nutritionfacts.org. Okay, Tati coming in with some answers. Tati is saying, let's choose D, pears, and F, plums. And at the top, they're telling us to select 3 answers. So I'm going to just, go ahead and choose oranges. Let's see if that's it. Boom. Because we're looking for whole foods, y'all. The whole point is, even with the dish that I'm cooking today, even though I pureed the okra and the not the potatoes, I pureed the okra, the cabbage, and the lentils, along with the carrots, they were still whole foods in there. It's minimally processed. So you can still count that. You can still feel good about feeding that to your family. All right, y'all. Last question. The Real Truth About Health. Now, y'all, that's a website. They also have a YouTube channel. So if you go to The Real Truth About Health, just Google it. That is where you will find a lot of answers. They have a lot of different doctors that come through and do amazing talks with slideshows there. So it's an amazing resource for change. So The Real Truth About Health reports that eating these fiber-rich whole foods lead to weight loss instead of leading to weight gain. So let's see. We have A is lentils. Y'all see I'm cooking lentils right now. Those are like a superfood, okay? B, black bean burgers. C, sweet potatoes. D, French fries. E, corn. Or F, bran flakes. Y'all, the writing is on the wall. They're telling us to select 3 answers. Lentils are a whole food. So are sweet potatoes. Whereas black bean burgers, they're processed. It's a bunch of stuff pushed together to make that burger. French fries are processed, and so are bran cereals. Because French fries, not only have they been fried, but they've been fried at a high temperature. That's what makes that dangerous, because then you get the acrylamides and you get all these different things that are like not so good for you. So let's go with corn, because that is a whole food. And boom, The Real Truth About Health reports this. You all, look, David Hunt is definitely answering for us, A and C. Thank you, David Hunt. Y'all, we are out of time here, but y'all know what to do. Click the like button and let's finish up with our food so that we can see if it is time for our super clap sign off, okay? That means if the food is really good, we switch over to our DJ is clap clap beat and we get out of here. Look, David Hunt was already answering the questions. He's like, look, I got you. It was A, C, and E for that last question. Now on the website, that was about medical studies showing that eating 1 tablespoon of this seed before lunch and dinner helps with weight loss by curbing your appetite. Isn't that the reason that people are on Ozempic and Wegovy, y'all, to curb their appetite? Y'all know abdominal paralysis, paralyzing your stomach, is a side effect of those drugs. Who wants to paralyze their stomach? You can't move the food through if your stomach is paralyzed. David is saying A, C, and E, ground flax seeds, roasted almonds, right? And then what's the last one? Let's go ahead and choose them all. Boiled cherry pits. No. It would be, and it's not the roasted almonds. It would be the ground chia seeds. Those 2 seeds. I'm sorry. He was asking about seeds. I think David was answering the last question. All right, y'all, let's get on with it. Let's see if we are ready to finish this show with our super clap sign off. Thank you so much for adding that link there, Gail at Night, for the pesticide video, because y'all know we do a lot of research over here to keep your food choices safe. What's going on with my camera? Why can't I keep it at a, I think that's gonna stay. So I think I can show you all the food now. I'm just going to turn it down. And if the food is good, we're going to go ahead and switch to DJ Is. I got a feeling the food is good because I already tasted it, y'all. And that was before I added those final seasonings on. So y'all see it's bubbling here. Let me pull it in so y'all can see exactly what the food is doing. Let me get it onto the scene, crispy and clean. I'm going to add a little bit more potatoes because I still have plenty in here, but I can add like 1 or 2 more. Okay. And because this is all one color now, what I'm going to do, delicious, y'all. This is good eats. What I'm going to do is what I explained to you earlier. People like to see a little bit of fat. If you feel like you need fat, you can definitely toss in a little bit of drizzle a little bit of olive oil on top. You know, they say don't cook your oils, just finish your food with those oils. And y'all remember, this is that non-dairy cheese by Chow. I can't never get the food on the screen, so I'll just throw it in the pot. And finally, I'll put in a little bit of our Parmesan, if I follow your heart. So I'll sprinkle a little bit of that as well. And that is what dinner looks like. Now, I do have some barbecue protein strips. I will call them chicken type strips, but I'm gonna get a spoon. I'm gonna taste this, and y'all know it's already time for DJ Is. So let's just put it on. Let's just go for it. I know the food is good. Let's just do it. I have an onion here because the potatoes are probably not soft enough yet. They've only been in here about 6 minutes. The smaller ones may be ready. So let's try this. Woo! Where your mama? That'll slap her. Wow. Wow. I ain't faking, y'all. This food is good. Y'all know tomorrow we cook live every Thursday. Those people show us how good the food is. This is definitely perfect, Tati. Let me tell you, this is delicious. I'm just gonna let it simmer for about 5 more minutes so the potatoes can get soft, but you have dinner for a whole family. Y'all, this pan is so deep. I've already put in 5 potatoes, I think, and I can add 1 more. So imagine all that food for your family and the nutrition that you're giving them. Dear everyone, please be a health hero for your family. You have no excuse. You got all the tools. I'll see you all next time. And thanks again for hanging out with us here today on the Superfood Parent Show. Enjoy your week, everybody. Wow, this is good stuff, y'all. Get it in, get it in.